we have kind of an announcement.
Yeah, I mean...
We're pregnant.
Yes, that's what it is. Totally.
Hey! What's up, fam? Welcome to MIKEroaggress'd. It is MATTroaggression night once again.
No, MATTroaggression.
I said Matt.
You said macro.
I said MATTro.
It's fine.
That's what I meant. I don't know what the hell I meant. We had so much fun last week doing this that I was like, screw it, let's just do it again. Hey to all of our beautiful friends in the chat. Chris, Leah, everyone, Freya. So for the first time, we're actually streaming this to Twitter as well, but I can't log into Twitter, or I'm paranoid. I probably can at this point because I was unbanned on my old account, but I'm very paranoid to like log into Twitter on my computer. So if you want to participate, be in the chat, come hang out with us, go to my YouTube. Giorgio 400, the mascot of the channel, is here. The furry mascot. How are you guys? We have super chats. Send in your super chats. We've got so much shit to talk about. I'm so excited. Mr. MATTroaggression.
Matt, oh my god, you still don't have control of him. If I could control him, like, there's just, it's not happening. So,
hey, Granny. Granny's here. Oh my god, dude. Chris, what up? Rick, I'm so glad that somebody appreciates my shirt. I miss that. This was like, no doubt not being around anymore is like, it's like your parents divorcing. I will never be over it.
What was the song? What was the song that everybody?
The song.
Okay.
You're doing right. Don't Speak, Spiderweb, Sunday Morning, Just a Girl.
That one. I'm just a girl. Yeah, that one. Everybody loved that in middle school or high school or college or however old we are.
They were amazing. They are, Chris. They totally are. Where to begin? We have so much shit to talk about.
I know.
So I guess if you guys go back and look at our last I wasn't even talking about that. We might look a little bit stupid because we were like, yeah, the red wave.
Oh, no, that's what I'm talking about. That's what
I was talking about the angry.
Oh, well. What did we learn?
Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Maddie, what's up? Okay, so yeah, it turns out that the red wave was kind of like the last trickles of piss that you like shake off at the end.
Little red pinch of salt or something. I mean, yours was funnier, but
So Matthew, why did this happen?
I wish I knew. I have some theories. But they're probably going to get you banned off of YouTube. So
perfect. That's what I'm here for. If I haven't gotten myself banned yet, like,
yeah, I mean, look. So like, if you want to talk about New York, like, did Kathy Hochul win? Like, yeah, she did. I'm not going to sit here and be like, there was. I mean, New York's elections are shady. But like, yeah, red sploosh. Yeah. No, New York's elections are shady. There's like a lot of shady shit. But I believe that people in New York are stupid enough to elect that.
I do too.
Or
I don't
not
feel
even
like it was, a shady situation or like a stolen situation or something.
No, not in New York. In other areas of the country,
Arizona.
But yeah, no, I think that New Yorkers are stupid. They don't even give a fuck about Kathy Hochul. They just, is it 30 seconds in? Can I say that?
Yes, we're good.
They don't even care about Kathy Hochul. They're just like, oh, Lee Zeldin, big bad insurrectionist. That was what was, because abortion wasn't working. So then they were like insurrectionist. Oh, he voted against certifying the election in 2020. Stupid bullshit. I'm like, you know what? Like, so yeah.
It does feel like a little bit of a participation trophy kind of thing to say, but I am glad that they made up like a huge 20-point difference, even if they didn't win.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not nothing.
No, the election in New York was
close to nothing. It's basically nothing.
It was like, wasn't it like, weren't you feeling this way? Like, this was like, I know we're moving for sure now, but wasn't this like kind of the last stand? Like, if by any stretch of the imagination we weren't going to move, like, like if Lee Zeldin got in, there could be like a pinch of possibility that like New York could work out. But like,
by the way, I should mention, since you brought it up, we are moving to Florida.
Yes.
I'm bringing my family with me. So if you guys, oh, and also I'm making a documentary series, How to Escape a Blue State. So if you guys feel like doing so, check out, I have the links below to my Give, Send, Go. I'm so used to saying GoFundMe because I feel like that's just like a thing people say. People hate GoFundMe. So,
well, GoFundMe.
Go fund yourself.
Yeah, really. No, they took down the trucker protest.
Yeah.
That was the big.
That's why I was like,
crap
screw
with
them.
GoFundMe. Yeah.
But if you guys feel so inclined to check it out, support the grifting, as they say. Make sexual predators very upset if you do that. I don't like that.
No.
Hey, Lime Lady, I'm glad you're here. Hey, Gomez. Oh, I knew you. Is Florida even going to be able to handle Mikey? I mean, they handle, like, you know, meth heads and crazy people.
Yes.
So they got another crazy person
who's not a meth head. So
by somehow. I don't know how at this point.
We're keeping it.
Apparently, I'm one of like the only people who is not. Because I signed up. We were talking about this. I signed up for Twitter again or Tinder again recently.
Oh,
they're all meth heads.
What a train wreck.
They're all. It was a mistake.
Meth heads and they thems. That's
it is. I swear. I think they rigged my algorithm to only see they thems and transes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Giovanni Rastrelli is here. We got the Paisan pack around. Colorado is like a one-party system. Are you from Colorado?
What? You got Boebert back in. Is that how you pronounce her name? Boebert? Boebert? I don't know.
Boebert.
I don't know.
The Republican challenger for governor was completely buried over there, and there were zero ads or coverage about her. Yeah, this is what I was going to say. Hey, Hope. I love you, Hope. Sorry, I should say that. Giorgio said, I'm already full. You're right, I am. Thank you so much for the super chat, Giovanni.
They, them, and them.
What the hell was I about to say? What were you saying?
Florida, meth, Tinder.
Colorado.
Oh, Colorado. We should talk about Colorado.
Why? God, yeah. We'll get to that.
Okay.
But
all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like in New York, at least, I'm glad, I guess, to see them make up the difference. It's not going to happen in one election because
it was the closest statewide election in New York in I think 20 years.
Well,
I mean, he lost by like 5 points, which is like unheard. Like, which basically means upstate and the outer boroughs in the city. Well, okay, no, upstate went like blood red. And then the outer boroughs in the city went like purplish, pinkish, and then Manhattan is dumb, so they're blue. I mean, Manhattan's great; it can be great, but like the people who live here are, you know, apparently they love, you know, homeless people and crackheads, you know, taking swipes at them on the train and you know, in their affluent neighborhoods, which is where it's happening. So
that is where it's happening.
Yeah,
those are the ones
it's
that are
absolutely where it's happening
than any of them.
But apparently they're okay with that. They love that because insurrection. So you know, what do you want from me?
I was going to say this is something I've been saying for a long time, though, that like Republicans completely just neglected this state for so long. You know, just in our lifetime, they're in New York, and in New York City, there were Republican mayors, senators, governors, and then at a certain point, they just gave up. So I'm glad it's not going to happen in one election, is what I'm saying. I'm happy that it's moving in the right direction, but we can support that from afar when we are in Florida.
Yeah, like when the first Republican wins statewide again, we can be like sitting there because it'll be November, right? And so we'll be sitting there in our sunglasses and shorts, right? Because that's the weather all the time in Florida. So nice.
Lime Lady, I'm so happy for you. Remember, what's happening in New York is why my husband and I are leaving Michigan for Arkansas.
Oh yeah, Michigan was another shit show with the election. They voted for Whitmer again.
See, this is just why the Republican Party is so inept. They never learn lessons. They never learn from their mistakes. I mean, this should really solidify for people. I mean, if you look at what happened in Arizona, which is so damn heartbreaking. This one sucks too, by the way, is that there is really no way for us to know right now how popular or unpopular we are, how viable or not viable we are, because the elections are so untrustworthy. We could be, you know, riding high and have no way of knowing it.
Yeah.
Of knowing it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think Republicans either need to just find a way to get rid of mail-in voting and ballot harvesting and all of these things, or find a way to beat the system and beat them at their own game.
Yeah.
I don't see them doing either one.
Well, because the messaging is we should, just no mail-in ballots, vote on election day.
That would be great, but I don't think that's.
It's not going to happen. Well, okay, it's not going to happen when the Democrats control everything, and then so they're going to just control everything. I guess they need to kind of like play the game and beat the Democrats at it, so that then when they're in, they can be like, and we're done with this. You know what I mean? Like,
sorry, I was like,
no. You just chats and everything. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. What was I going to say? You know what we need to talk about, though? So people are losing their minds about this bill that passed codifying gay marriage.
Oh my God.
Do you agree with me that like I can't bear to hear another word about gay? I cannot hear another word about gay marriage.
I'm done. It's like 2015. Like I'm done.
It's like the house is on fire. Things are so bad in this country. And oh shit, sorry, I just realized I never took this off.
That's okay. People had a lot of time to look at it and digest it and just be like imprinted in their minds.
What was it? Yeah, it's like the house is on fire. We have so many problems and people are worried about a little spot in the corner.
Well, it's not even a little spot in the corner. Like, so, okay, I'm gonna piss some people off.
Do it! That's what you are here for.
Some of you homocons, I love you, but let me. Mike's like, do you love them? It's okay. Some of you homocons are getting all bent out of shape about, I can't believe some Republicans are not voting for gay marriage, and I'm like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, of course, some Republicans aren't going to vote for gay marriage, but guess what happened? Enough Republicans voted for it, so stop crying. Stop crying. Who cares what the other ones think? Oh, and then they're going on. Ben Shapiro, how dare you? Blah, blah, blah. What did you think Ben Shapiro was going to say? What did you think Ben Shapiro was going to say? And who gives a shit what Ben Shapiro thinks? He's not in Congress. The people in Congress, there was some Republicans who said, no, they don't want it. Okay, if you have a problem with that and you live in their district, then vote their ass out in a primary, please. Not in the general. But vote their ass out in a primary. Run a gay marriage-friendly Republican in the primary and vote for them. But like, there was enough people that it passed both houses. So what was everybody freaking out about? And even regardless of what's happening in Congress, there's a Supreme Court decision right now that says that you can't stop gay marriage. So there's probably going to be a bill that passes in Congress, and then Sleepy Joe will sign it because he'll be told to sign it, so he'll sign it, right? So then you're gonna have like double protection, and everybody's like, "Oh, Ben Shapiro! I can't believe he said something." It's like, so don't watch Ben Shapiro. If you're that hurt by his, don't watch him.
Well, it's just part of this idea that like it's not that we all have to be accepted or tolerate, which I don't even need that, but it's like everyone has to be celebrated. Not only everyone has to agree, everyone has to celebrate you at all times. He doesn't have to just support gay marriage, he has to like it.
Yeah.
It's just insufferable. I will say on the flip side, I think it's which he can think whatever he wants. I think it's a little bit stupid that, especially having just had a very, very, very underwhelming election. I'm not talking about him specifically, but people. Ben Shapiro specifically.
Okay,
Ben Shapiro thinks, but people in general who think it would be a great idea for us to shrink the party and take people away. I'm just like,
no, okay, all right. I will agree with you that it is a very, very stupid move on the Republicans who are like, oh no, we have to go back to traditional marriage, whatever. That's not popular, right? So the Republicans who have the power to do something about it, to vote against gay marriage, that's kind of stupid. That you're not in line, you're going to lose more elections, right? But
just no one cares.
I'm just tired of hearing about it, and I'm tired of seeing these people acting like Rachel Maddow just said insurrection, and having a meltdown. If a lefty hears Rachel Maddow say insurrection, and they're like, ah! And it's that's what was going on with gay marriage. 37 Republicans voted no, I'm not for gay marriage. Okay. And like 100 of them did. Not 100. Somebody's going to clip that and say, I don't know what I'm talking about. But like, you know, again, they voted for it. Like the majority voted for it. So it's done.
It's just, I'm just so sick of hearing about it. And I feel like I almost respect the Republicans who voted against it, because it's like they're kind of refusing to abide by, this is just Democrats trying to make this an issue again. They want this to be an issue for all of eternity because it is a losing issue for Republicans.
Right. And that's why like Republicans, like, and now we're going back to the other side. Republicans like, don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. You're going to vote against gay marriage. And that's what's happening is all these Democrats are like, see, Republicans are fascists.
Let me just say, Rick, have a good one. Thank you for being here. We love you. Liz, always good to see you. We love you. May your stream be blessed. Aw, you're the best.
Nice.
So, people, I think what we need to talk about.
What?
Trump has returned to Twitter.
Yes. Although, has he? I don't think he's posted.
Okay, that's true. Yeah. He hasn't returned. Okay, but he can return.
He can if he so chooses.
May or may not. He's not going to be able to
No.
That's freaking Cody, dude. You are awesome. Sorry, I was just saying, I didn't realize Rick was Cody.
Okay. Hi, Cody.
Cody is awesome.
How you doing?
So I feel I'm a little bit of a hypocrite because I've been saying this whole time about people, since the second that Elon Musk took over Twitter, people have been bitching about every little thing that isn't done. So this whole time, and I mean, look at all the things. It's not just that he reinstated Trump. He reinstated Project Veritas. He reinstated ALX. I'm so excited. Alex LaRusso. I'm so excited.
I don't know.
He's back on Twitter. We were banned around the same time, and we're like trying to plot ways to get unbanned. So I'm so happy to see him back. But what the hell is my point? Oh yeah, no. So this whole time though, I've been saying like, God, it's been like 2 days. It's been a week. It's 2 weeks. Like, give him some time. However, I am such a hypocrite because now they're suppressing my video from yesterday. So I'm like, screw Elon, screw all of you. It's the same old Twitter.
Yeah, and did you see Elon put out a tweet like that was like, oh, Twitter is for freedom of speech, but not for freedom of reach. Like you have no right.
Boy, was he not kidding.
And but I saw that. I was like, really, dude? Really? So he's like, oh, if any negativity or hate will be like, I don't know what the word is. Suppress. Well, yeah, but he didn't use that word. But whatever word the nice, bow on top word that he used for suppress. And everybody was rightly commented, okay, what defines hate? Is it your definition? Is it your employee's definition? Like, this is the same. And so, like, yeah, I mean, it really is a private company now. Like, it's Elon's company. It's off the stock market.
Which I'm glad it is. It's better. But
yeah.
I was just a little annoyed. My video yesterday got like 10,000 views in half a day. And then as soon as they put a warning on it, it was like 0 after that.
That happened to me on Instagram like a week ago. I was really upset. I mean, Instagram is it was either the DeSantis one or the one. Yeah, no, it was the DeSantis one. And it was like blowing up, and then like a light switch, it just stopped. Like everything stopped for hours. And I was like, that's not how this works. It's not like, like 300 likes in an hour, and then all of a sudden, boom, nothing. I was like, but that's Instagram. That's not Twitter. So that's Mark Zuckerberg. So I expect nothing less.
Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
Chris said he tagged us in something, or tagged me in something. Tag him in it, because I can't look at my Twitter from here, unless you can.
What are we looking at?
Fit Dad Chris.
Fit Dad Chris. Is that your handle on Twitter? Fit Dad.
I think it is.
Chris.
Yeah, so I believe we're in good hands with him. It's not going to be worse than it was. It can only be better. So
yeah,
but I wish they wouldn't suppress my freaking video.
I think I have the wrong Fit Dad Chris.
There's another Fit Dad Chris.
I don't know. I searched for
no H.
Oh, what's how do you? Oh, with
Fit Dad.
Oh,
Chris.
with
one. There's one.
Fit Dad. CRI. There you are. Oh, I don't follow you. I will now. Okay.
He's awesome.
You tagged Michael in a post. Let's see.
I might have to go to the thing, but yeah, I'm glad about all the people he's bringing back. Project Veritas is back.
Why is it? Can you see it?
Can't post comments. I don't know.
Fit Dad Chris one. No, I found you, dude. This one, right? This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Leah, I love you, but I have to say, that is a Gwen Stefani song. It is not a No Doubt song.
Yeah, there's a difference. And I don't
I like that album too, though. I have to be honest. I don't like her, but I like that album. Oh, Kanye's back too. Apparently, by the way, Kanye is like
his first tweet was Shalom.
Oh, that's something we should talk about. That'll get me banned. Perfect. I'm kind of like half hoping that they ban me just so I can go live. Here's the Truman Show. He gets to the exit at the end.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Go live a nice, normal life.
Yeah.
No, Kanye,
you get so bored though.
I would.
Yeah.
Kanye is meeting with Milo and stuff. Milo is apparently back. I have such split feelings on him.
On Milo or Kanye?
Well, both, but Milo.
Yeah, I don't really have split feel. I don't like Kanye, so I'm gonna piss everybody off on this thing. I don't like him.
I mean, I don't know either. I've never had like strong feelings on him. I just feel like I feel like it was kind of. That's true.
He's crazy. He's nuts and like. And I'm not like the people who are like, oh, like he's gonna start a Nazi party in the United States or anything. He's not focused enough for that. But God, this is gonna get so banned off.
Perfect.
But he's like kind of crazy and kind of an asshole. So like I'm good without him. But you shouldn't be banned. Like let him say what he's gonna say. Then you can also everybody can see how much of an asshole he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
I think in general it's impactful for somebody who's such a big celebrity to say anything, that's remotely not leftist, let alone pro-Republican. Mm-hmm. So I hate that he's kind of like discredited it with all his other shit that he like just gives the liberal media an excuse to be like, see, that's how those people are.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, like he did say some stuff. Like he said some stuff about Jews. Like again, I'm not worried about him like coming here to like hurt me or anything. But like he said some stuff about Jews that I'm like, I don't love it. I don't love it.
No, I agree.
It's not my cup of tea. It's a little bit over the line. I'm not that sensitive. I like Jew jokes. They're fun. But like it was a little bit over the line.
I like jokes, but he doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a joke to me. So I'm kind of like,
No, he wasn't joking.
Yeah.
The Shalom was funny.
But the Shalom was kind of funny. I was a little bit like, I don't like you, but that was kind of funny.
No, I have split feelings on it. That like, I think he's saying a bunch of crazy shit about Jews. That like, I don't know. These people who go on about like Jews control everything, Jews whatever. There's never a follow-up sentence to that. It's always like there are a lot of Jews in this field. Okay, thus. And it never gets to the next sentence. Like, what is the commonality then?
Yeah,
because most of these like liberal Jews aren't the least bit religious,
right?
So it's not religious.
Right.
Like they're just
the religious ones own a lot of real estate.
Or they control real estate?
I wouldn't say they control real estate, but they own a lot of real estate.
Like the Orthodox.
Yeah. Well, depends like what Orthodox. It depends what sect. It depends.
I feel like the Orthodox. I feel like I consider that like a separate thing. It's kind of like a cult.
Well.
Without
here's the thing with the word. Here's the thing with the word Orthodox, right? People get an image of a black hat and curls, right? That's Hasidic, and if you want to get like really specific, there's like Satmar and Haredi and everything like that. So,
sorry. Remember that? No. So hold on to that. But I just had to say goodbye to our girl.
Oh, Leah,
we love you so much. We were just talking about that. We were having dinner. How we love you.
Yes.
Sorry though. Go on.
No. Yeah. So like and then there's what you would consider Orthodox in terms of like religious, but they're not curls and black hats, and those are others. There's Ashkenazi and there's Sephardic. There's all kinds of Jews. Imagine that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's exactly the point. Like, whenever it comes to any what are called conspiracy theories, I always look to the why. Mm-hmm. This is happening. Okay, why? To what? For what motive? For what purpose? Who benefits? And I just don't see one when they say there are a lot of Jews in okay, and there are a lot of black people in sports.
Right.
And
Like, first of all, like, why is there a negative connotation that a lot of Jews are successful? Why is that a negative?
because success, I've always said the two groups that the left, which, you know, now suddenly the left cares about Jews. They were kicking them out of pride parades a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Now they suddenly are.
Oh, and then during COVID, they were screaming and wear a mask and blah, blah, blah. Shutting down their schools, going into the Hasidic neighborhoods in Brooklyn and specifically going into their schools. And if they saw one mask down below the nose, they shut it all down. They were like closing the playgrounds and kicking people out. And the sentiment, thank you, Bill de Blasio, who is an actual anti-Semite, he really, really bad. He was specifically, during his whole time as mayor, he was targeting Hasidic Jews. And that was fine because everybody was like, oh, well, you know, they have whatever they think about them. Oh, they're weird. They're in their little thing, whatever. And then, but now, you know, it's like, oh, we can't have anti-Semitism. And I'm like, you know, for people in New York, I'm like, you just had an anti-Semite as your mayor for 8 years. So,
wait, parentheses, one sec. Good night, Hope. We love you. We're gonna maybe Zoom on like Tuesday if you guys are free. Anyone watching, if you feel like subscribing to my locals, we do.
Yes.
You gotta come to one of them. We have like fun Zoom hangouts and we do movie nights and stuff. So subscribe to my locals. All the stuff is below. I'm gonna get to super chats in a minute, but what I wanted to say, yeah. So in terms of all that stuff, oh yeah. First of all, I've always said there are two minority groups that the left cannot stand: Jews and Asians, because it disproves their entire ideology. Because Jews, significantly more recently than slavery, were put into ovens, and now they're one of the most successful groups on average. Why is that? That completely disproves the entire narrative of the left. So they can't have that. But what I was going to say is, when it comes to Kanye and all this like anti-Semitism stuff, like, even though I don't like stuff that he's been saying, these leftist Jewish groups, the Anti-Defamation, they drive me insane, because I know they're, you know, any excuse for censorship.
Yeah.
And like, they're just proving these things true, because Kanye or anybody will be like, oh, you can't say anything about the Jews. They'll destroy you. They'll take everything away from you. And then they do. And it's like, you're just making it seem like he's right. Like, just fucking let him run his mouth. Let him say whatever. He has his fucking free speech.
Yeah. And don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. You know, honestly, like, I don't listen to him because he's crazy and it doesn't bother me.
Sorry, let me hit up super
chats.
Freya, you're the best. We totally need movie night. To help you with your documentary, coming into Florida, and shout out to the victims of Club Q. Yes, definitely. We're gonna
What is that?
cover that. It's like shooting in Colorado.
Oh, I didn't know the name of the club. I'm sorry.
This was supposed to be like nice.
No, I didn't know the name of the club. I'm sorry.
We're gonna get to that. Giorgio, what was your other suggestion? I don't remember. Tell me. Where's the other one? Giovanni, the Paisan Pack. Jews are currently being blamed for the trans ideology and transit. Is that true?
I didn't hear that, but maybe.
What do you mean?
Tell us more. Tell us more, Giovanni.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Jews and trans.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything like that.
What I was going to say,
definitely not the Orthodox. They're not doing that.
What I was going to say, by the way, I used to live in Bushwick in the like one of those like Orthodox Hasidic neighborhoods, and I love. It's just the most Jewish thing ever that they have ways that they try to negotiate their rules. They try to negotiate with God. Because they would always come up to me with weird ass requests. Like, I was smoking cigarettes at the time, so this guy in all the robes and the curls comes up and asks me for a light. So I go to hand it to him, and he's like, "No, I'm not allowed to. You need to light it."
Oh me. Yeah.
I'm like, so you can smoke it, but you can't light it yourself.
No, you can't. You can't do that on
They
Saturday.
look for every loophole, though. They have
that's the whole what's it called, Eruv wire. That's like, because you're not supposed to carry things outside the house on Shabbat. So they have the wires going around the neighborhood, and that's like the way to like, if you're within the wire, you can carry stuff. It's a whole thing.
But they have all their little loopholes. I love it.
Yeah.
Transitioning kids. Are they?
Yeah,
though? What's that
I've
about?
never heard that, like,
yeah,
Jews are being blamed for that.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
Fit Dad Chris tagged us. He said his most recent tweet.
Okay.
Elon's was deleted.
All right, tagged you both. Let's see. Oh, if you tagged me, I'll be able to see it. Okay.
Donald Trump has recently reinstated Twitter account.
Yeah, with the bottle of pills. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Did Elon post that or
no? He posted.
Oh. Yeah, Trump won't be able to.
No. He's not. He's never gonna resist that. Or he's resisting it so far. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
it's been a day.
Yeah. I don't know. He's trying to be like Truth Social. I'm like, yeah.
I'm not on Truth Social.
I'm on it, but I never like. It took them so long to like approve my profile. Remember when that was happening? Like I signed up for it, and it was like months and months and months, and like they approved it, and I was over it at that point. I was like, why can't you get it together?
Just the comments I've seen on social media, people are saying Jews are pushing the trans agenda behind the scenes to bring down Western civilization.
Yeah, that's
so
stupid.
Yeah, no, you're right. They always have.
The only people who are pushing the trans agenda are Antifa. You know, they know no religion. They're against religion anyway. You know, so.
Well, and everyone basically who wants this sort of great reset bullshit.
Yeah, they're all against religion. You know. Religious people are not pushing trans. Let me tell you right now, religious people, I don't care if you're Muslim, Jewish, Christian, Catholic, whatever you are. If you're religious, you're not pushing trans. It's just the two of them are not.
Well, a lot of I'm sure it's the case with Jewish too, but a lot of the Christian churches have been corrupted by just woke ideology in general. There's a church near me and they have flags everywhere in front of like Black Lives Matter,
yes,
the rainbows.
There's a lot.
XYZ.
There's a lot of really woke churches, not the Catholics, but
no, we ain't having none of that shit.
No, the Catholics are not doing that. But there's a lot,
except for the fucking Pope.
Yeah, but he's like dabbling in it. He's
like, you know,
yeah.
He doesn't strike me as super Catholic.
Yeah, I don't know.
He doesn't have that sort of like don't fuck with me thing. Because that's what Catholics are. It's like, yeah, they're religious, they like their Jesus stuff, but don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Yup. Lime Lady is completely right. I love you, Sarah. A lot of the stuff Kanye's been saying is in line with the thinking of the Black Hebrew Israelites who believe roughly that blacks and other people of color are the real Jews.
Yeah, I've seen him saying shit like that, and I'm like, he's like,
it's just like Farrakhan speaking through him.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm like, Kanye, you got something's wrong with you.
Yeah, though we should get to the shooting at the
it's so sad
gay club. Yeah, so there. Oh wait, before we do that, Giovanni said, "Thank you so much for the super chats." By the way, you guys send in your super chats if you would so like to do so. Have you guys seen the trans people screeching how their trans identity is symbolic of Palestinian liberation and struggles against Islamophobia?
Okay, all right.
It's like the Queers for Palestine banner,
which is like Queers for Palestine,
chickens for KFC.
I know. I'm like, have you ever like spoken to a Palestinian for? That makes no sense.
Catholic, I apologize. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. It's the Queers for Palestine thing. I'm like, do you realize that Israel is the only country in the Middle East where you're allowed to be gay? Like,
they don't care.
They don't care. They're like, yeah, whatever. You know what? I don't care what you think about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Maybe you think Israel did some bad shit. I think Israel has done some bad shit. But in terms of like, you know, if you're queer and you're non-binary and you're gay and you're this and you're that, and you want to live in the Middle East, you live in Israel, or you have to be in hiding. So, you know, that's that. I don't understand. I don't understand that. The Palestinian liberation thing is like,
it's just because they believe in anything that's sort of like any group that's struggled or worked hard or anything, they can't stand that.
Right. But they're so like there's a really weird obsession with Islam, with woke. And like again, like I'm not here to pass
and it
judgment.
goes one way, I promise you.
I was gonna say I'm not here to pass judgment on anyone's religion.
I am.
But woke and like you said, you said it perfectly. It goes one way. Like religious Muslims, they want nothing to do with woke. They're not going to accept your non-binary identity. They don't let you do like, you're not going to be able to dye your hair like that. You might not even be able to show your hair if you're a woman. You know, you might not even be able to show your hair. You know, Sharia law, you got to cover up. Sometimes you got to cover up to here. I'm like, I don't understand what their fascination is with Islam. Like again, you know, you want to do Islam, that's your business. But like, if you want to be non-binary and do Islam, there's going to be a lot of people that are like, we don't accept that. Like, so
I mean, don't say non-binary because then you're putting me on the side of like the Islamists because I ain't accepting that shit either. Screw you.
I'm just saying, in their logic, if they want to be non-binary, but they're like, oh, Islam, I'm like, what? Anyway. We've managed to piss off every religion.
That's perfect. That's what we're here for. Yeah. It's Kevin. Here's what we moved to Florida. Fun. Can't wait till you're down here. Can't wait to hear what you think, George. Yes, thank you so much, Kevin. Giovanni, you're the best. They claim Israel's gay rights are fake and exist to make Palestine look bad. Oh my god.
Do you know
such narcissism?
Listen, the insufferable Pride Parade in Tel Aviv is like one of the biggest rainbow shit shows in the world.
Is it?
Oh yeah. You know, it's fake in Israel, please.
This is very true, dude. They're focusing on the race color of the parties only. They see suffering brown people.
Yes.
But that's the thing, is their ideology is so superficial that they never take a second to realize that the biggest victims of Islam are Muslims. They are the ones being oppressed by it more than anyone. Muslim women, they are the ones being sentenced to life in prison, or if they're lucky, if they're not killed for things like dancing or showing their hair.
Yeah.
So they don't care about them.
Right.
I mean, God, like any of these feminists, just send them there for a day. Any of these queers for Palestine, go there for a day.
Go to Gaza and be under Hamas and see how that works out for you. Take your Queers for Palestine sign.
Chris, my love, I judged a school group meeting with Megan Fox. I should mention I'm going to be on Megan Fox's channel tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. I'm very excited. I love her so much. Do you know Megan Fox?
We like have corresponded before, but we've never like.
She's.
Tell her to have me on.
Okay, I will. She's amazing. You guys would love each other.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's on par with Girl Dicks for Gaza.
Can we please make that
Oh my god. Hashtag Girl Dicks for Gaza. Oh my god. Oh, I can't. Oh my god.
That's That's amazing. Megan Fox is the best. I love her so much.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah.
I'm so excited. Yeah, Jojo. I'm so excited for And Just Like That season 2. Because I think me and Megan are gonna do like weekly recaps of it. We got very into it last season. Have you seen, I feel like we talked about this before. You've seen Sex and the City, correct?
I wasn't like a super fan, but I've seen it.
He's not really a Sex and the City kind of guy. Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But
I've seen it. It's like, okay, right? I get it. Okay. Yeah.
And Just Like That is not okay. It is not okay.
Well, like back in the day with the original Sex and the City, there wasn't just so much cultiness around absolutely everything. So it was like, okay, rich twats in the city who like, think they have problems. Okay. And like try to date and it doesn't go well and whatever happens. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Whatever. But like, I didn't even watch it Just Like That because I'm like, all I had to do was hear that like Cynthia Nixon went into a room and it was like, hi, I'm so-and-so, my pronouns are they, them, ze, zim. And I was like, I'm not watching this.
That was the least of it. That was the least of it. Yeah. They had like the young kid was getting transed, and then the parents get bullied into it, and of course they'd be like, oh yes, totally.
Yeah, right.
Oh, the thing is though.
Yeah, the parents are allowed to like have reservations until someone in the show educates them.
Yes!
And then
strong women of color, women of color educate them. And they go, oh, yes.
Women of color, and their names are Mix so-and-so.
Yes! Wait, vamp, I need my vamp.
What are you getting?
Just vamp for a second.
I'm vamping. Hi.
Okay.
See, I do fine, and then you tell me to vamp, and I'm like, now I'm freezing up. But
okay, you don't have to vamp anymore. No, but the thing is, Sex and the City was good because it was about 4 very different points of view. The thing is, you're not allowed to show different points of view anymore.
No, that's not allowed.
No,
that's not allowed. I was on the train with this guy that I work with. I don't know him very well, but we happen to be taking the same train home together. And he was like bringing up to me about like Trump on Twitter and Elon Musk and everything like
that.
See
a liberal?
Oh yeah. Because I don't bring up my politics at work because I'm like they just assume. But like because like I'm sitting there being like, first of all, I don't feel like getting screamed at all day. Second of all, I'm at work. I'm here to do a job. So like. I don't want to talk about my politics. But like, yeah, but he was saying something like interesting to me. Like he had a moment. He had a moment where he was like, I just feel like we shouldn't be censoring people. Like, that's not how we have conversations. And I was like, you're right.
Wow.
I was like, you're right. That is not how we have conversations. We should listen to everybody's point of view and we should talk about it and we should blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, yeah, but then he had that moment. And then he was like, yeah, but like, you know, then people go too far, like racism and sexism and homophobia and transphobia. And I was like, okay, and we're back with the buzzwords and we're back with so we can have a conversation as long as it's nothing that you deem racist or homophobic or transphobic. And I really thought we were having a moment for a second. I was like, dude, like, you get it and you're like a raging liberal, but like, that's okay as long as you're cool having conversations. And I was really,
the word transphobic just doesn't exist to me anymore.
Oh my god!
It's like barely it's lost all meaning. I mean, they've all lost meaning, but that is next level.
Oh my god! I know. I just
because I mean, just believing in reality now is transphobic.
I saw this tweet before I was going to respond to it, but I had already responded to him earlier in the day, and I thought, let me leave him alone. But it was like this tweet about like, you know, oh, like if you say you're not transphobic, answer me this: do trans people exist? And I'm like, dude, like, of course they exist. Everybody exists. Like, that's such a fucking gotcha question. And it's like, I was like, you know what?
If you like, are you alive? Do you have a pulse?
Yeah, like, do they exist? Yeah, they exist.
Congratulations.
You know, oh man.
I exist.
I was like,
always the fucking histrionics.
Right. And then, you know, then the follow-up question was like, you know, will you use their preferred pronouns? And this was going to be my answer. I was like, I'll use the pronouns that I observe. If you work on it and you work on yourself,
that's a good
and
point.
You like appear to me as the opposite sex, like I may not even know you're trans. Like, I may just use the pronouns automatically. But if you're a straight up man who hasn't done anything, who's like, you need to call me she, like, that's going to be difficult for me. And like, I'm only really going to do that if I like you and you're respectful to me. And even then, I'm going to fuck up because you look like a man.
Well, there
like, put some effort.
There are actual transsexuals versus people who are politically trans. You know,
yes,
we were talking about this with Marcus.
Yes.
Like somebody like Dylan Mulvaney, even if I tried to call him she, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I as much as I try to.
You're a guy with long hair and a dress.
And it comes across as so inauthentic to me.
Yeah.
That I can't see anything but a man.
Right. Well, he hasn't like, okay, whatever. He's on like day 200 or whatever of being a girl. But like, you know, there may come a day where maybe he's taken all the hormone injections and everything. I don't know his life. But like, there may come a day where you really, really present, hi, Peter. Hey.
I miss you.
Where you like present enough as a female that I'll like kind of say she automatically, even though like now out of spite, I don't really want to. But yeah. we went off on like 4 tangents. Just
Yeah,
now.
that whole thing is like a tangent.
It's like,
what were we saying?
Before
The
transes.
The transes.
Yeah, no, just like, look, you know, there are certain trans people, Marcus being one of them, that it's like, yeah, like I wouldn't say anything other than he, because like you did the thing. You actually like worked on it and did the thing, and you come across male. So like he would just come out of my mouth.
And it's unfortunate too. Oh, that's where we're going to talk about the shooting. And I think this is a bit related to it, is that I don't remember what the fuck I was about to say.
Oh my god, we were going to talk about the shooting. And we keep getting sidetracked.
Stop making me laugh. We're talking about the shooting.
I know.
That's what I was going to say, is like these people who they're politically trans, it's so obvious. Oh, and I was going to say, it's unfortunate. Like, I feel bad for actual transsexual people.
I do too.
Who, you know, who have been around for all of time, basically, and it was never an issue until now that this cult formed. I was co-opting their identities.
I was just talking on, I did a show the other day with a really cool trans guy named Seth Carlson, and he and I were talking about, by the way, you should watch, is my YouTube in the thing? Yeah.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Subscribe to his channel, by the way.
Please, I'm building it from the ground up. Please subscribe to me.
The link's below.
Thank you. Yeah, and we were talking about, oh, now I forgot what I was going to tell you we were talking
brain
about.
dead tonight.
But
your channel set.
Yeah, no, I know.
We were talking about the transes.
It's just, it'll come back to me. We'll move on to some. Oh, what? Look, Duke says you both need to do a video with Blair White. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I miss her.
Yeah.
I have a video that we did a while back that's on my channel. Yeah, we need to do another one. Yeah, though, what I was gonna say is, like, I think that this cult has given a lot of people a reason to not want to deal with any.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I feel like there was a time where like trans was like not accepted, and it was really hard for people who like wanted to transition or whatever, and like, you know, and it was, you know, transphobia was very, very real. People didn't know it. And then there was like 10 years in there where it was like people were like, oh, okay, I get it. Like they can take these yeah. He was on my channel the other day. He's so awesome. He's so great. Check out the show, follow him on everything. But like, yeah, I would say there was like this like 5 or 10 years where people were like, oh, okay, I get it. Like these people, they just want to kind of change their appearance, change their bodies in whatever way they can, and like just kind of walk through the world and not bother anybody. And then there was like that like small period of time where it was like everybody's like, okay, cool, I get it, I get what it is. And then the non-binaries and the activists came in, and now everybody's like, well, like just like you said, I don't want anything to do with this anymore. And that's like sucks for like the transsexual people who like had 5 or 10 years where it was like people were like, cool, I get it, moving on. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And for me, I've always felt like somebody like Blair, somebody like Marcus, to me, I couldn't care less what they were born as. To me, I see Blair as a woman. I see Marcus as a man. That's my opinion. It doesn't have to be somebody else's. But I hate the fact that like now, even with that, we have to say, well, but there is a distinction, and because otherwise it's like these people are just trying to rewrite reality. Well, like trying to undo reality and remake it in their image.
Those people are always saying, like the people that you just mentioned, they're always talking about like, I don't want to talk about how I'm trans all day. Like I wouldn't want to talk about how I'm gay all day. Like that would be the worst thing in the world. Like, and so like, that's the thing is like, these people are like, what?
I was just going to say, I apparently fucked up on the link to your channel. Can you comment in the chat so they can?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll fix that once the show is done. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm shocked that it's monetized.
Yeah, I'll do that. What is the link to my channel? That's a good question. No,
just comment.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the link.
And it'll. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
DR says Blair is a man, born a man. That's true, but to me, I view it as like if somebody dyes their hair and they're blonde. You see them as a blonde.
Myself.
I don't. I don't care if they're, to me, it just doesn't matter. You can at yourself?
Yeah, that's like a new thing YouTube's going.
See, it's too much of a commitment for me. The URL and the handles on YouTube, because they say you can never change it. That's too much of a commitment for me, even with my own damn name. I'll fix that though.
I got it. It's in there.
It is. I have, by the way, we need like a break from like the troubles of the world, even though this is a big trouble in the world. So, Poetry Painter, I love you.
What's our break from? Good evening to you.
Oh, let me get it. We have a video to react to.
Oh my god, no. I had to endure this once already.
Is everybody ready? You guys let me know. Should I react? Should I do a video? Not react. Should I do a video of this? Ladies and gentlemen, Mix Jeffrey Marsh.
Mix.
Can I just say, by the way, theater gays are the worst.
The worst!
Gays. The worst gays.
The worst!
The worst.
On my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning.
You're alone.
No, that's the sad part, though. That's the sad part. He's like married or some shit. He's been with some bitch for like a decade, and we're single and alone and miserable.
I don't want to talk about that right now because that's gonna give me agita. Wait,
I don't know. He disappeared.
Yeah,
hold
where
on.
is he?
There he is. Whoa,
ooh,
that's scary.
I don't want him obscuring us like that.
Ah, there we go.
Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes and he has found me.
It's the tea.
Rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river.
Aren't you guys glad you're watching? Our viewers
in
are
the
good.
Darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me, forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over.
That's why the teeth and the eyes are running, because it's like
out of my head. He is trying to emote with his mouth because he does not emote with his eyes.
No, because he does emote with it because it's like he's doing an impersonation of human emotions. This is what people who aren't creeps look like. Oh my god, he looks like.
Does he actually have a fucking they friend?
They friend.
Just because I'm gonna have a fit. I'm really gonna have.
No,
a fit.
I think he's like married or some shit. I've seen the videos of them. They've been together like 10 years.
A husband.
The husband is like not. Well, he is. Okay, I was gonna say not bad, but compared to him,
a husband.
The husband's got the voice. He's got the voice.
Oh, I know.
Gay voice.
No, thank you.
I hate the voice.
He's not gay though because Jeffrey's a they them.
That's
so,
true.
You know, I don't know what he is, but apparently that's not gay. So
he is gone, and the river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are bare and everywhere the streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning all my life. I've only been pretending. without me. This world will go on turning, the world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him, but only on my
Yes.
own.
Oh, never again. Never, ever, ever, ever again.
Can't breathe. I'm so sorry for making you sit through that, but I am addicted to the cringe.
Oh
I am
my
addicted
God.
to the cringe.
Oh
my!
That is the second and last time I will ever put myself through that. That is just painful.
I had to watch a vid, or had to. I chose to watch a video of him singing "Chicago,"
No.
and he had his dress on, a
Of
very
course he did.
low cut dress with his legs, and he was like stomping.
I don't know. Absolutely.
Oh
not.
my God!
Ugh.
I'm speechless.
I know.
Theater gays are the worst.
The worst.
All these people, by the way, all the transes, they're all theater gays.
That's
He's
why
a
I had
theater
to-
gay.
that's-
Dylan's a theater gay.
That's why I had to leave theater. Like, well, no, I had to leave theater because of my COVID madness. But
Giorgio, I have questions, Giorgio. I have many questions. He made me. I fucking love Chicago. He made me hate Chicago.
Mm.
See, even with that, I'm addicted to the fucking cringe because I was watching last night videos of like the worst people who have been in Chicago. Fucking like
nightmare.
Pamela Anderson singing and Melanie Griffith drunk off her ass in Chicago. It's so good. Anyway, send us your super chats. I'm checking that I didn't miss any. Oh, I did.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Giovanni, I bet all his butt kissers in the comments, yes, are
Yes.
saying
Oh
what a
my
beautiful
God.
voice he has, and he should totally play Eponine, Cassette, and Fantine all
Just-
at once.
Just elongating notes that don't have to be that long and being flat at the same time. Just man.
Oh, Poetry Painter, thank you so much
Aw,
for the
that's
sticker. You're the
nice.
best.
What?
It's
mess.
these people though. It's like these sort of like liberal Karen wine moms that love this shit.
Yeah, why?
Love it.
Why?
I think for the same reason that people like going on safaris. It's like, oh, how exotic.
Yeah.
Like
I
they're
guess.
living their boring little life.
And they get to be like good people.
Oh,
in the
yes, they're
process,
very good
you know,
people.
That's I'm supporting a trans.
You know who he reminds me of? Oh my God, you know who he is?
Who?
You know who he is? He is the Terrifier.
Oh, that movie.
He is the clown from Terrifier.
Ugh.
Look up Art the Clown.
I still can't like the vacant eyes and the emotional mouth. I just like. Well, no, my eyes are giving too much emotion. Let me try again. No, that's not gonna work. let's keep moving. What else were we gonna talk about? Because I need to move on from this.
I know. I'm over for that. But, I feel like we were. Oh my God, the shooting. How do we segue into that?
Oh my God. We've tried to do this 3 times
Because
already.
there's no segue for it.
There's no segue.
There's no segue, and now I'm laughing.
I know. And
Stop making me laugh.
serious.
I'm not laughing.
I'm not, yeah.
Okay. Talk about the shooting.
Yeah, okay. You all know there was a shooting in Colorado. It was really bad. It was at a gay club. Like 5 people died. And yeah, I mean, it was very terrible. And of course, our favorite leftists turned it into, apparently, we're not allowed to talk about transing children. We're not allowed to talk about puberty blockers. We're not allowed to talk about any of it anymore because, you know, it's the fault of the people who talk about transing children and all of that. It's their fault that this nightclub got shot up by a maniac. And I went on a little bit of a Twitter rampage today. I really try not to. I try not to because it's not worth it. But I went on a little bit of a rampage today, and I was like, you people are blaming absolutely everybody except the guy who pulled the trigger.
No.
Like, it just blows my mind. And it was like, I was responding to people being like guys, like you're really taking this as an opportunity to try and scrap the First and Second Amendment at once. You're taking a tragedy. You're taking a tragedy as an opportunity to do that and to say, oh, Republicans are evil. Oh, it was AOC who was like, because Boebert, whatever her name is. She had tweeted like sympathy for the Colorado incident, and then AOC like quote tweeted her like, "You bear responsibility for this," and I was so mad. I was like, the bitch wasn't there. She wasn't there. She wasn't there. She didn't do it. Guess what?
She didn't tell him go shoot up.
She didn't tell him to go shoot up a club. She wasn't at the club. She didn't pull the trigger. She didn't do any of that. But of course, it's not the fault of the person who did that. It's the fault of Lauren Boebert. That's her name now.
No, but see, this is just another example of what we were talking about before of how Republicans are always 10 steps behind. They will never play Democrats' game, which is, that's nice, but
yeah,
it's nice. But,
that's nice.
because, let's not forget in 2017 or, time after time after time that Democrats will say quite violent things, and the right just allows it to be forgotten. I mean, in 2017, Huffington Post wrote an article calling for Donald Trump to be assassinated. It's on my Twitter. Like, people forget this. I don't know how this wasn't a bigger deal.
Right.
They literally said...
But if that had happened, it wouldn't have been...
executed. They wanted him executed.
But if that had happened, it would not have been the Huffington Post's fault. Not
well,
at all.
No, but it did happen. 2 days later, some leftist maniac shot up the Republican baseball game.
Oh, shit.
2 days
I remember this now. Yes. Oh, my God.
And I'm not saying that's because of the Huffington Post article, but you would think that enough pressure would be put on them to get them to stop, because that sort of rhetoric just continued until we had entire cities burning for months and months.
Yeah. Oh, and I had commented on AOC's thing, and somebody like wrote me back being like, because I said something like typical leftism, like, blame everybody except who was actually there. And then the guy was like, oh, typical QAnon right wing. That's what I am. I'm a QAnon right winger. He's typical QAnon right winger to blame AOC. And I wrote him back. I was like, no. Like, I'm not blaming AOC for the shooting. I'm blaming AOC for calling Lauren Boebert a killer, but I'm not blaming AOC for the shooting. Like, no, he was like trying to like turn it around on me. Oh, you're blaming AOC. I'm not blaming AOC for the shooting. I'm not. I said, as insufferable as she is, as much as I don't like her, I don't blame her for the shooting. So anyway, that was yeah.
I mean, what was it, just a month or two ago that kid who was a Trump supporter was mowed down by some nut job, some leftist nut job.
Yes.
So, because that's the thing. I mean,
right,
you don't hear mainstream or even not so mainstream figures on the right saying directly violent things, but you do over and over and over again from the left.
Right.
Some guy on MSNBC said they need to put a bullet in Donald Trump. They need, Maxine Waters every single time.
Yeah.
For years now that they've told people that half the country are Nazis, racists, white supremacists, fascists, deplorables.
Yeah.
What do you think? Not let alone segregating us.
Yeah. Right. Pretty sure segregation happened by some pretty evil people in the past.
And that was just allowed to be forgotten.
Yeah.
I mean, it really just shows how inept Republicans are.
Yeah.
That Democrats do all of these things and they just allow it to be forgotten. Can you imagine that? Well, that's what you were saying, is that they always take advantage of a crisis. When is the right going to start doing that?
Yeah.
Because...
Well, they're trying to be the bigger people, but obviously it's not. Yeah.
I don't believe in that shit. I'm like a vengeful bitch. I do not believe in this be the bigger person shit.
Right.
You can be the bigger person by fucking standing up for yourself.
Yeah.
That's how you can be the bigger person.
Yeah.
But it's very sad, and you know, we don't know much yet. We don't know the motive, so I'm not gonna get into, you know.
And speaking of you know, the left saying about like how people on the right are inciting violence or whatever, people on the right are correctly pointing out now that Trump's back on Twitter, like his last tweets.
People are gonna die because of it. Did you see the guy saying how many people are gonna die from this?
I know, stupid, but I was like looking at, I went and I looked, and I'm like, nope, it's legit, because Trump was banned on Twitter like before I ever followed him. So like now I'm following him, and I'm like, no, they're absolutely right. His last tweets were like, don't do violence, respect law enforcement, you know, peacefully protest. And I'm like,
some literal insurrection, and literally overthrew the literal government.
Well, that's what they're fucking saying. They're like, oh, like you're letting on somebody who incited an insurrection, and I'm like, don't do violence, be peaceful, respect law enforcement. Sounds like a big old insurrection to me.
The bathroom after somebody eats Taco Bell is more of an insurrection.
Bless you. Bless you.
Shut up.
Yeah, no, that's while Michael's losing it. Yeah, no, it's just like, and then somebody was like, I'm trying to vamp, but you're having such a moment. Oh my God, don't fall. I think the sneeze left your body.
It did. Thank you. That worked.
You're very welcome. But yeah, no, it's
yeah, Trump's last tweet was, "Don't be violent. We believe in law and order.
Yeah,
peace."
Oh, and then somebody was like, "Oh, scroll back and see the other one." So I did. I was like, and this wasn't even something I was replying to. I was watching somebody else like talking about it. So it's like, okay, let me scroll. Let me see what else he said. You know, he's talking a lot about election fraud. Okay, you can believe it. You cannot believe it. Yeah. But like, I was like, that doesn't sound like telling anybody to go to the Capitol, do violence. And at a certain point, I realized that was like 5-6 days beforehand, and I was like, nope, no calls for violence, in any of this. So I don't know what they're probably going to tell you, because he was stoking false claims of election fraud. Okay, you can think they're false, you can think they're true. I don't really care. But that's not inciting an insurrection. That's his opinion was that it was fraudulent. It didn't change. It didn't change the outcome of the election. That's what it didn't change the outcome of anything. It didn't change the outcome. You still got Biden, unfortunately. You still got your old man up in the White House talking.
Oh, happy birthday, Joe Biden. He's 80 today. Yeah. Oldest fucking 80-year-old I've ever seen. My dad is 91, fucking going to the gym, working out, like, you know, kicking out. He fucking 80, stumbling around.
I know. Yeah, that.
But they will literally vote. Democrats will literally vote for a corpse.
Oh yeah,
and I don't mean literally like how people say literally. I mean they literally.
Oh yeah,
just voted for a dead person.
No, and that's another thing the right needs to start getting better at.
Voting for dead people?
No, is like
letting dead people vote.
No. Because when you say that the left will literally vote for a corpse, I know what you mean. They will vote for the dumbest fucking candidate, John Fetterman, and like because they're voting against a Republican, and Republicans will be like, you know, oh, I don't like this person, I'm gonna vote Libertarian, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna hear these people out.
Nobody's voting Libertarian.
Yeah, well, but what I'm saying is the people who would vote red are the only people who are like, you know, going to be like, well, I don't know, I think, you know,
I know.
And, you know, and the Democrats are vote blue no matter who. We talked about that last time, and it's like, yeah, they will vote for anything to vote against the Republican. And the Republicans, a lot of them will do that, but, you know, it's not, it's just, you know, we had to be the free thinkers, so that's...
Poetry Painter says, hey, Mikey, I think I'm going to be meeting Carrie soon.
Oh, she's awesome.
I'm very jealous.
I'm going to be on Carrie's live show tomorrow.
Hey.
Yeah. So
everybody watch Carrie and Matt tomorrow. Or me on Megan. Watch me on Megan Fox and then switch over to Carrie and Matt. Because once mine is done, yours will be on.
Oh, okay. Are they
Mine's
like
11:30. She does her show what at 1?
At 1 Eastern? Yeah. So
double feature.
watch us both
Double
because you
feature.
can't get enough of us.
I'm very excited, by the way. On to much more important things.
Much more important
I'm
things.
so excited. When the show is done, we are on to watching Scream 3.
I know. I've
Which
watched
is
1 and 2 with Michael. Well, no, actually, I watched 1 on my own. I watched the first one on my own. Well, because we were going to go see Scream 2 in the theaters the next day, and I didn't want to not know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. I'm very excited though.
Yeah, me too. I'm really into it. I'm into the Scream series. He's getting me into all this stuff. I swore that I would never. I swore I don't care. Blah blah blah. It's kind of good.
I'm so excited. I'm very excited for Scream 4. Scream 4 is my jam. I think Scream 4 is like the most rewatchable of all of them.
Okay.
I could just watch it on a loop. It's so good.
Of the ones I've seen before, I would rewatch. I would rewatch both of them, but like Scream 2 kind of had my heart. I was like,
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. What the fuck was I gonna say? I feel like I had something very. Oh my god!
What?
Oh my
Ow!
god!
Oh, my foot's asleep. Sorry. Go ahead.
I have a story.
You have a story. Tell your story.
I got the weirdest text last night.
Should you be telling your story? Should you be telling this? Are you? Just checking before you tell the story.
I should say, by the way, parentheses. I should say. I came to a conclusion last week that I've realized I have a problem.
You came to that conclusion last week?
Well, not in general, about one thing.
Okay.
I have a problem. I am a story time addict. I have an addiction to telling stories. I need to go to story time rehab. I need to like shut my fucking mouth and stop telling goddamn stories.
No, you don't actually. That's the one addiction that I'm gonna let you have. I'm gonna let you have that one because I like it.
It's terrible though. Because it's like I somehow went this whole time with, at least as far as I know, nobody that I've told a story about seeing it because I would feel bad. But I feel like the more we do, that's gonna like bring a thing.
Correct.
And then I'm gonna like feel guilty. This one I don't give a shit though.
Then on with it.
Because this was a very strange text. So maybe like 5, 6, 7 years ago, I went on one weird date. Whoa!
Oh,
something just fell from the ceiling.
A bug that just fell from the ceiling.
That happens.
Ew. There's no more up there, is there?
No. How does that happen though?
I don't know. Sorry. Continue with your story.
So like 5, 6, 7 years ago, I went on one date with this dude.
Okay.
Who out of nowhere, he was like from the UK, and he was like in New York for a while or whatever.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, after all that time, texted me last night.
Okay.
And I didn't respond, but I thought about how freaking weird this. Can I tell you about this shit?
Please take the floor.
So, because I'm like, what the fuck does he want? So anyway, I went on one date with this dude years ago. We went out for drinks or whatever, and he was so hot. No personality though. Like had nothing to say. It was just like looking down, one word answers. I was like, okay, whatever. So we leave, and I'm like walking the train, and he's like, okay, well, bye, and leaves. I'm like, okay, that's that. A minute or two later, I get a text from him. Are you still around?
Nope. Goodbye. Goodbye.
But you know
Have
I'm
a
an
great
idiot.
evening. No.
But you know I'm stupid, so I get like suckered in. I get suckered in easily. So he was like, okay, want to meet up again? And I was like, I gotta see what he wants. So okay, yeah, whatever.
Of course you fucking did.
So I meet up with him, and he has even less to say this time. He's like looking down, beating around the bush, like. But I could like feel his thought bubble that I could see there's something. So out of nowhere,
oh God.
Out of nowhere, he says to me,
Uh-oh.
He goes, hey, if I wanted you to do something,
no.
Would you do it?
No. I don't care what it is. No.
I promise it's not what you're thinking.
That's what's concerning to me. That's what I'm concerned about.
That's the best thing anyone's ever said to me in my life.
Uh-oh.
So I was like, huh? I'm like, what you talking about? So he goes, you know, like, if we were hanging out and you came back to my hotel, would,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna laugh now. Would you draw a face on my penis and put on a puppet show?
Oh, I actually do know this story already.
So it was like, huh? And he repeated himself. He was like, would you draw a face on my penis and put on a puppet show? Stone face.
Yeah, total like.
First
fetish.
of all, what guy hitting on you would be like my penis? Like,
Also, that's like a 4th date request. That's not like a.
that's a 4th date request? I think that's like a no date.
No.
request.
Let me be perfectly and absolutely clear. I would never do that. But if you happen to get a couple that's like compatible with like weird kinky shit like that, it's still not a request till like the 4th date. It's like you gotta like know each other, like each other, and I would still say no. By the way,
but you know, like it has been on my mind for like 6-7 years, however long ago that was.
Yeah.
What did he mean?
He meant he wanted you to draw a face on his penis and put on a puppet show. Take people at their word. Take people at their word, Michael. That's. But
how?
With a marker. I don't know. And then fucking like take it and like they'll be like, oh my name is like, yeah, that's what he wanted you to do because he's into that. He's weird and kinky, and I don't.
That's kinky.
Or it's not regular sex. That's for sure. I don't know what you want me to call it.
What is wrong with people? Like, what fucked up shit happened at his like fucking birthday party when he was 5? There was like a clown there with puppets and like, maybe it was a hot clown and he was like, if only I was the puppet.
No, you know what?
I told you I don't like puppets.
That is why he had absolutely no personality on the date, because people with 0 personality suddenly they're like, oh, like, do you want to like chain up my balls? And like, it's like, wait, what?
Oh, that's
like,
so true.
Oh yeah, they don't actually have a personality in life, but they have like, you know, their whole thing is like their sexual fetish is on their mind all day long. So they're like, he was probably sitting there at dinner being like, just a hand job with extra steps. Yeah, I know. That is kind of what that is. Yeah. And then what he's supposed to do? There's like
doing voices, like
probably.
Can you imagine? Thank God.
No, I
thank God I didn't. Thank God I didn't.
What did you say to him when he made that request? I want to know.
I said I had to go walk my dog.
Yeah, that's about right. Oh,
like,
sorry, the dog. Oh my God.
Another time, maybe. I'd love to draw a face on your penis and put on a puppet show.
I think I would have just been like, excuse me? Like,
what?
Can you just say that? Oh my God.
Esteban! Hey, bro.
Hey.
Oh my God. But yeah, he texted me out of nowhere.
Oh, right. He texted you last night.
I didn't respond.
What did the text say?
I somehow still had this. Hey.
At what time of the night?
Like 2 a.m.
Yep. He needed another puppet show. He hasn't had a puppet show in a while.
Okay, wait. I didn't respond, but like,
don't.
Should I?
Don't. Oh my God.
I have answers. This has bothered me for years. Should I be like, hey? So I was thinking, and I kind of changed my mind about the whole puppet show thing. So just like, tell me how that would go, what that would entail, because I gotta know.
You're gonna tell him you changed your mind about the puppet show?
Well, I didn't really.
He's going to show up on your doorstep like, wait, you want to do the puppet show? Wait, I'm outside. I'm here. Hi.
He lived in London. I don't know where he lives now. Maybe he lives here again.
Don't respond to him.
You're
going to, but I don't. Like,
I just want some details. I just want to know what that entails.
It entails exactly what you think it entails.
But like, would there be costumes on the dick?
Probably not.
Do you think he has like a
probably
drawer of like dick costumes? Like a little sailor outfit and a little hat?
That would, you know what? I was gonna say probably not, but you know what? Maybe
a fedora.
No, absolutely not.
Oh my god.
No, thank you.
I wonder what makes you a hot puppet master. Thank God that was the one time that I like left. It's the one time.
Yeah, that you left? What do you mean you left?
Then I said I gotta be up early and walk my dog and I gotta go.
You've had people make weird requests like that?
No, not like that.
Them?
No, I just mean in general with like
okay.
every like bad date. People are always like, "Why did you stick around and not leave?" I'm like, "Well, I wanted to see how it ended. Let's see what happened next."
Yeah, that's. I could tell you
people are into some weird shit.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Did I tell you about?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say there was a guy that I went to college with. Is that bug on my wall now?
Oh, I thought you were saying if he was behind you.
No, there was something like crawling around on my wall. Anyway, there was a guy who so I went to college. There was this guy, I think I told you the story. I think you do. There was this guy who, he wasn't even a student. He was a former student, and he was like brought in to like teach master classes or whatever. And he started messaging me. You know the story.
I know.
He started messaging me like, "Hey, like what's up?" Like back then, you know, because I'm old. Back then, it was just Facebook. There was none of this Instagram, other stuff. But he started messaging me.
Back then, it was like quills and notes on.
I know. Thank you. That makes me sound really old. And he was like, "Hey, what's up? Like, how are you doing? Like, good job in class today." I was like, "Yeah, okay, thank you. Like, why are you messaging me?" And long story short, we got to the point where he was like, "Oh, like I want you to just kick me in my balls. Just like punch me in my balls, kick my balls, like emasculate me, my big brass balls." I was just like, dude, like you were brought in to teach, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he was on the other side looking the wrong way. The bug is gone now. Thank God. Oh, such a.
Wait, go on.
I got the bug.
Ooh.
Yep. Got him.
Oh wait, that's about. Is that
no.
hand?
I'm hitting you with the not bug hand. Anyway, so sorry. So I was like, oh my. And by the way, where I went to school, that was like a common occurrence where the boundaries were not very set in stone with, you know, teachers, students, whatever. It's fine. It's all good. There was nothing like horrific that happened. But anyway, Anyway, I found out the next day because I told some people that I knew. I was like, oh my God, this guy who they brought in to teach the class, and they were like, oh yeah. He messages that to everyone, to absolutely everyone. So like every gay guy I talk to, yeah, he's messaging, and straight guys that I talk to, everybody got a message about it. Every single person got a message about it.
Say the kicking in the balls.
Same fucking thing.
Wow.
Kick me in the balls, punch me in the balls, emasculate me, blah, 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 blah. So then a couple of years ago, it came out on Facebook. Like somebody was like, I just need to expose that this person was so inappropriate with me and blah, blah, blah. And I hear he's done it to other people too. And it was like a straight up Me Too moment. There were hundreds of comments. Basically, hashtag Me Too. Hashtag Me Too. He did
all of them kick me in the balls.
Kick me in the balls. Same routine, same line, same everything. And it was just like one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. I was like, oh my God. And this was a couple years ago with someone who is in school there now, or I don't know if it was the school I went to, or it might have been one of the neighboring schools. I'm not sure. This was college, by the way. This was not high school. Don't get that kind of idea. This was college, but still, it was like, I was like, holy crap. And so like, I was like, not only is he doing it now, apparently, but I went to college a few years ago, And so it's been happening all of the anyway. So that's my story. That's my less interesting story than the British guy.
No, that's not less interesting at all. Damn.
Oh yeah. Esteban says straight guys kicking you in the ball. Oh yeah, the straight guys, all of the guys, they were just like, yep, he's messaging me like that. But some people were like, oh, like that's just how he is. I was like, no. What do you mean? Oh, that's just how he is. And then he like had the gall to just like walk around like la di da, like nothing's wrong. Oh, I'm gonna teach this. I'm gonna teach that. Oh, hello everyone. Good morning, everyone. Oh, hi. And I'm like. And I thought it was all like, and then when people told me he was doing it to everybody, I was like, and everybody's just walking around like it's okay, like, oh, he's teaching, oh, that's fine. Anyway, that's my.
I just remember. You just reminded me. So like, I don't think there were any molesty teachers that I had, but a lot of teachers I had in school were like such fucking assholes. So what I would do. So I was watching. Have you guys seen Addams Family Values? I was watching that today, and Wednesday Addams in summer camp, that was basically just me as a kid. And all these like herky fucking people who would all hate me. So a lot of these teachers were so bitchy that what I would do is I would fuck with them. So like, for example, I had this one teacher he was such a fucking asshole. So like his girlfriend broke up with him and we had a homework assignment to like write a story or something. So I wrote a character with her name about how she's cheating on her boyfriend.
Oh my God. That's terrible. Oh my God. Wait, I had a teacher. I had this flaming gay teacher in high school. He was like, first of all, I was out in high school and like somehow he got wind of, so I say somehow, I was like very out in high school. And so like, first of all, it was great for me because like I didn't have to do a lick of homework and I got an A+ in the class because I was gay and had opinions. Oh yeah.
Kind of molesty?
No, he wasn't molesty, but like he just like I did not do the homework. Like I didn't do any of the work. And like my report card came in, it was a 99. And I was just like, and I said to other people, other gay guys in the school, I was like, how did I get a 99?
Other gay guys?
I was like, there was a lot of gays in my high school.
I never met one around my age until I was like 18.
There was a lot of gays in my high school. I went to performing arts high school.
Okay, that's true. Oh God, they weren't options then because they were probably horrible.
Oh yeah, no, it's not like I dated any of them, but like they, but anyway, so yeah, the one gay guy that I was talking to was like, that's fine. Yes, it was total. Yes. I had 100% gay privilege. But anyway, that's not the story. The story is that he was like sitting there and we were trying to like do an assignment and like people were talking in class. Like, yeah, it's high school. People would talk in class. Right. And he was sitting there and he was like trying to like kind of do, and then he like stopped and he was like, he had this moment. He's like, he kind of sounded like Harvey Firestein. He was like, cause he like chain smoked and whatever. He was like, if you guys don't want to pay attention and listen in my class, I'm done. And like threw his hands up, walked to the end of the class, opened the door and like slammed it dramatically. And like, and then he was just like gone. And we were all like, and he was gone for like a good like 15 minutes. So by the time he came back, everybody was like chit-chatting and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then he came back in and like the whole class fell silent because we were like, what's going to happen? And he sat there at his desk. He didn't say a word. He sat there. And somebody was like, oh, sir, do you want the homework on the desk? And he was like, I don't want anything right now. We were like, okay. That's not the end of the story, though. The end of the story is we got an email that night to our like high school emails that we had from him being like, hi, everyone. I just want to, I have to do the voice. I just want to apologize for how I acted today. I've had a really bad week. I lost my Metro card on the train and my LIRR ticket and my TV broke and I'm just having a really bad week. But I really want you all to watch the what's the fuck is the song from The Wiz? Like The Way We Once Were or something like that from The Wiz, to know that I care about you all so much and you're still my favorite class. It was like, we all came into class the next day. We were like, hi. Everybody was like, good morning. trying not to laugh in his face because we didn't want another set of theatrics. But...
Oh, I would have loved.
And he wasn't even. I told you, I went to performing arts high school. He wasn't even one of the performing arts teachers. He was one of the fucking academic teachers.
The academic teachers.
Yeah, we had to do some of that in the morning. Oh my god. Oh my god, no, that was he lost his Metro card and his LIRR pass and his TV broke and he was just having a really bad week, so he's sorry. I was like, who do you let?
Oh my god.
He had a doctorate though, and usually people with doctorates don't teach high school. So that was a
red flag.
It was a red flag right there. I was like, why are you Dr. So-and-so and you're teaching in a high school? Like, what is that?
There was this, when I was in elementary school, he wasn't my teacher, but this like flamingly gay teacher who like, imagine Fred from Scooby-Doo at like age 60 with lots of Botox. Like the eyebrows were practically on the back of his head.
Yeah.
And he would literally he substitute taught my class.
Okay.
And would raise his hand like this. And I just was cracking up laughing because everything he said was just the gayest shit ever. Like I just remember he literally said, he was like, "Did anyone see the Ellen show last night?" I was there like this. They fucking loved her in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Some old too.
This other teacher that I was talking about, he came up to me one day in class. He was like, Matt, oh my god, Matt. I was like, what? I'm really trying hard not to say his name, but I'm like,
you're gonna be the one getting angry texts after this show.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, what? Like, I was confused. I was like a 16-year-old kid. I was like, why are you coming up to me like that? And he's like, I just got the new Barbra Streisand CD.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. And I was like, okay. Like, first of all, I was like a 16-year-old gay boy in the early 2000s. Like if you had said Britney, maybe I would have been like, I would have had a reaction. But I was like, okay, like the Barbra CDs. And he's like, oh, you young gays don't appreciate it. I was like, can I sit down? Can I go to my desk now?
Oh my god.
Yeah. There was another teacher that I had in high school who hit on me 2 days after I graduated. 2 days! 2 days after I graduated.
I'm guessing he wasn't cute.
No, he was not cute.
Molesty people are never cute.
No, and that's like, it's like, listen, like we're having fun here, but like for real, they are always in schools.
Yeah,
they're always in
fucking
schools
now.
Always in schools. I knew, first of all, in my high school, there was one teacher that straight up had sex with a student. The student came to school and bragged about it. That teacher was fired immediately, arrested. I'm not sure if he was arrested, but he was certainly fired immediately. I had a friend who hooked up with one of the staff members in school. It was like, now granted, like that was like consensual as much as it can be consensual with children, which is not at all. But like, you know what I mean? Like the student was not upset about it. They were bragging about it, but which is how it got found out. Which is like, it was just, yeah, they're always in schools, and they have been since I was in high school, clearly.
Wait, I have to parentheses. MATTroaggres'd, my beloved.
MATTroaggres'd!
You're gonna meet each other.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Everyone subscribe to MATTroaggres'd's channel if you like movie stuff, nerdy stuff. I am so freaking excited. So MATTroaggres'd is coming to visit me, and we're gonna do like an episode of a show together. You're coming. We're gonna watch Teaching Mrs. Tingle. Speaking of teachers, perfect segue. Teaching Mrs. Tingle, which is just the greatest fucking movie. It's so ridiculous. It's so good.
You've seen it before?
It's written by and directed by the writer of Scream.
Okay, so you've seen it 100 times.
I saw it like the day it came out in 1999.
Okay, well, I will watch it with you in a couple weeks.
You can't watch it.
I know. He texted me the other day. He's like, "Don't watch it without me." I didn't know that you had watched it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. I don't know. Like, is this new movie that came out? No.
It would never be made today. Let's just say.
There has never been a.
There's never been a normal teacher.
That is correct.
Oh, I had the craziest fucking teachers. I had some like nut job Italian teachers.
Mhm.
They were like out of their fucking
They're crazy.
tree.
They're crazy, and they all. I want to say like I was never like a teacher in the like school system sense of the teacher, but I did teach some summer classes, and I always think to myself, with all this bullshit going on with like indoctrinating kids and gay and trans and everything, I always think back to like when I taught in summer camp, like a couple of years, I taught acting classes, and I was like, it would have never crossed one iota of a brain cell to talk about my sexuality with the teenagers that I was teaching. No way. What? Like, that is so like ridiculously unprofessional. That's so like, I would have never talked about it if the kids had to come up to me and be like, oh, like, you know, are you dating somebody? Whatever. They were teenagers. I'm sure they would like, they never did, but that could be a question. I would have like shot it down, be like, we're not talking about that. This is not appropriate. And I'm like, why is that so hard for so many people who teach children to do? Like, it was not hard for me. I would have been so uncomfortable to like talk about like, oh, like I'm gay and I went on a date with this man. Like, I would have been like, oh, like that's ridiculously uncomfortable.
See, and that's why I would never be a teacher, because I would like go to class and be like, oh my God, I have stories to tell you, kids. That's why I would never be a teacher.
That's your one group that you just don't, and you can tell everybody else.
I'm kidding. I would never. No, they're fucking creeps. I'm highly offended, Cody. Are you both actors? No.
I used to be.
I
used to be.
I guess I did a little bit of acting, but I want to act in my own stuff, but that's really it. I don't want to like, you know.
You know what's funny? I don't miss acting. I do miss singing. So but I'm going to sing at an event in a couple of weeks. So
yeah,
I get to work that out a little bit. So that's fun.
Because you aren't a predator.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So
it's
anyway.
like these people just want to like, it's like they have nothing in their lives, and so they want to make the kids their sounding boards.
Oh yeah, I mean, and unfortunately, some people get into the profession because for ill intentions, and there just really needs to be apparently a better screening process than there's been at this point.
There was this like, I don't think he was a priest, but there was like
that's another thing. Sorry, go ahead.
There were one of like the church people when I was a kid who was apparently kind of molesty, and he never tried to molest me.
And you're upset about that?
Yeah. He was.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying like, you know, like what is that, chopped liver? Like, you know, the offer would have been nice.
When you were a child?
Nice. No, not nice, but like, you know.
I know, you know, the sad thing is I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but like, oh my God. Like, oh my God.
It's not into Puppet Master.
He's not into Puppet Master.
I'm not Puppet Master. Oh, that sounds so dirty now.
Yeah, I'm never going to hear the word puppet or puppet master the same way ever again.
I'm so texting him back after this. I should have left.
Okay.
Watch, I'll bet you I won't hear anything in like a week at 3 in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning. Hey. Oh, sorry I missed your text, bitch. I know you saw it 2 weeks ago. That's these people who they only text when they're HORNY. And they're like, sup? What's going on? You up?
With the U.
Yeah,
they can't be bothered to.
Yeah,
and never a question mark.
Yeah,
they can't be bothered.
I had a guy once text me up. I was like, you couldn't even do the letter U space up. I was like, no, bitch. No. First of all, I don't respond to that shit anyway. Well, I did a little bit in college, but otherwise, I don't respond to that shit anyway.
Oh my God. Brings it entirely. Well, if you guys have any last super chats, send it to us. Send us your girl dick for Gaza.
Girl dick for Gaza. That was the highlight of the show.
Send us your Vada super chats. We should get wrapping up soon. I'm gonna like stuff my face. We ordered food. I'm gonna stuff my face We're going to Scream 3.
Yes.
I think you're gonna like Scream 3. It's different. It's kind of like the outlier of the series. Most people think it's the worst. There is no worst though. There is not a bad Scream movie at all.
Okay.
But it's more comedic.
Okay. I don't mind comedy.
No, you'll like it. Fucking Parker Posey like carries the movie on her back.
All right.
Oh, I hate this so much.
Oh my god, I know. Except sometimes I do that as a joke to my friends. Like if they're like blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. They're like, fuck you. But yeah, no. You Up. That's no. Sorry, Up.
Oh, I can't with these people. I can't. I'm so hoping that the homos in Florida are better than the ones in New York.
I have cautious optimism about it. Very cautious.
Poetry Painter is the best. She sent me all this like vape juice. I'm doing there's one that you sent me. It's gotta be incorrect on the label because it's called like pepper something, but it doesn't taste like pepper. It's like minty and it's great. But the title doesn't make it sound great, but it is. So I have like a mix of that and this one called Sub-Zero. Thank you so much. You're the best.
And you're gonna wean off of that eventually.
Once
correct?
We move, I like once we move. I mean, it's like a low nicotine one. Anyway, that's your favorite Scream, Cody. I know a couple people who's their favorite. This one's kind of got like a cult following. Oh, and what I will say, this is oh my god. Okay, this is like how amazing the Scream movies are. So like. In Scream 3, they were kind of calling out like Harvey Weinstein before he was exposed, and the movie was made by his fucking company. So it's amazing.
Okay, you gotta point that out to me.
You'll catch it. It's like a whole
plot
plot point. I'm sure they're very happy homos in Florida. It's the I would go there tomorrow if I could. It's cold here now.
It's so cold. It's like 25 fucking degrees. Sorry. It's like
what? Telling the truth?
I can't. Even if none of this bullshit was happening, like I would probably at this point in my life be on my way to Florida or California. Just California if none of the bullshit was happening. You know what I mean? Like but just for the weather.
Two new friends coming there, so get ready for us.
You got it. Yeah.
What's been your favorite part of the movie? Well, we're kind of just at the very beginning of it. We
got to go down there. We got to like see what neighborhoods are cute.
I think we know our. Well, I don't know neighborhood, but I think we know our area.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too.
Yeah. So we're gonna go there.
Yeah.
Next month, I guess.
Yeah.
Around then.
Yeah.
And that's sort of like the beginning of everything.
The beginning of the end of New York.
Oh, I can't wait. It cannot come soon enough.
No, I would be, even just for the weather. That's what I was trying to say. Even if not for the bullshit. Like I can't take this weather anymore. I can't take it. I hate it. I'm like, it does not need to ever be colder than 60 degrees. Ever. Ever. There's like no reason for it.
I was going to say, speaking of which, if anyone feels like checking out my little fundraiser for the move, and also, you guys probably know already, but I'm doing a documentary series. It's going to be awesome. I'm very excited for it. First episode will be coming out like in the next week, 2 weeks, something like that. Probably at the beginning of December. I'm very slow at editing.
You might see a little of this documentary.
Oh no, he's like series regular. Check it out though. The link is below. I'm very excited. Yeah, I feel like I'm very excited. I get so many messages and comments from people who are trying to get out of, freaking somebody from San Francisco messaged me today. So I'm really excited to be able to like go through this process and make every mistake and learn a bunch of shit and then help people out. Because I know I get messages from a lot of people who want to move to places like Arizona and places that are more Georgia.
Maybe Arizona, not such a good idea now, but
no, don't say that because we can like take. Well, okay, Arizona. It seems like it's a
for the time being. Maybe think about it.
I'm just saying. I think politically, the best idea in general for people is to like move to the more swingy states.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
For us, we're going to fucking Florida, but
Yeah, I'm not looking for any swing. I was in one solid blue. I want to go to solid red. I'm not.
And it just like
I'm
blood
it is
red right
blood
now.
red.
I love it.
The nice, warmest, most tropical state in the country is blood red. I'm like, how could it even get any better?
By the way, these people who are saying that like DeSantis is like an establishment Republican are so full of shit. It's driving me crazy.
Fuck up.
Just in the last like 3 days, he called out the fucking World Economic Forum.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh,
he
it was
did?
so good. It
Oh,
was
that's
so good.
beautiful.
He called out the fucking CCP and was like, "We are
Mhm.
never going to tolerate this shit in Florida." Like, oh,
And when
I
he's,
love
when
this
he's
man.
president, we're not going to tolerate it in the United States. Oh, I can't wait.
So.
Oh, I hope so too. I hope so too.
We're going in a sec to Poetry Painter, unless anyone has final super chats.
Oh, we
You
didn't
guys
even
are
get
the
to that
best.
other topip.
Oh my god, that needs
That's its own. Then we'll do it on the next one. Yeah.
Love you, Poetry Painter. Thank you. Dylan says Scream 2 is still his favorite, but I have a new love for Scream. See, I think Scream 3 people, it's like
Okay.
people are appreciating it.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is so much fun.
This was a good time.
Let me know, you guys. So I'm starting to do these regularly. So let me know, comment and stuff, what guests I should have on and all of that. Of course, you need to come on more because this is so much fun.
Obviously.
Hey, before Ryan is buddy. You don't know that. People are saying that. I don't buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Paul
Ryan
Ryan is his buddy. I don't know. I mean, you know, if I see any evidence of that, like, I mean, beyond the fact, I don't care if they're like friends, but like, if I see any evidence that there's like some influencing, like, but policies, right? If the policies are good, I haven't seen a bad policy from Ron DeSantis yet. I just haven't. If there is one, I'm not in a cult. If there is a bad policy from Ron DeSantis, I will say that there is a bad policy from Ron DeSantis. But I haven't seen one yet. Let there be.
You're the best, Jojo 400, Lime Lady, Lena. You guys are the freaking best, Poetry Painter. Thank you
Thanks,
guys
everybody.
so much for being here.
Yeah.
Matthew, where can they find you?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's Mantar NYC. It's my first initial, my last name, and then NYC. Although I'm gonna have to change that. I'm gonna have to change the NYC.
Once we're there.
But yeah, Mantar NYC, Twitter and Instagram. YouTube, I'm at Matt Antar, and now he's trying to say something.
Sorry,
No. I'm done. That's what it is.
I was gonna say we forgot to do this last time. If you guys have made it this far into the broadcast, send us, what is our hashtag of the evening?
It's gotta be Girl Dick.
Girl Dick for Gaza.
It's gotta be Girl Dick for Gaza.
Girl Dick for Gaza. If you guys have made it this far into the show, tweet us, send us all your stuff. Hashtag Girl Dick for Gaza.
Girl Dick for Gaza. We'll know the diehards if you yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Cody, I love you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so subscribe to his amazing YouTube channel.
Please,
Follow
I'm
him on
building it.
Twitter.
I'm building it from the ground up. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Matt Antar. It's just my name. So
and check out my stuff. I'm gonna have more videos this week. I think I gotta reenact that Jeffrey one. I can't help myself.
You're going to.
I can't help myself. I can't. Why does he do this to me? I can't help myself. All right. I love you guys. You're the best. Thank you for being with us. Girl Dick for Gaza.
Hashtag Girl Dick for Gaza. Seriously, tweet us. Because I'll retweet you and everything, and fucking Girl Dick for Gaza. Anytime someone says Queers for Palestine from now on, I'm retorting with Girl Dick for Gaza. Girl Dick for Gaza. Oh my God.
Aren't you glad you stick around for this? Love you guys.
Bye.
Good night.